You don't know I mean,
let's face it. I don't know what I'm doing.
it's not that you don't know what you're doing. You're working with a program that you're not familiar with. So you're just trying to get familiar with things. One would think you are as lit as I am right now, bro. Like I was like, oh god. Like I was sitting here, I was like, ooh, man, got really I really lit up like a Christmas tree and that was unintended.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
it'll be okay.
You'll be fine. You'll be good. Happy Sunday. Happy
Happy
Sunday.
Sunday,
I was gonna say happy Friday.
right?
No, it's
You were
Sunday.
like,
Yeah.
what day is it?
What's going on? It's been Wednesday for three. It's been Friday for 4 days. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand why this is happening to me. Oh, hold on. Well, oh, come on. Click into it. There we go.
Mhm.
Copy link. All right. Oh,
Okay. All
mm.
right. Oh, it's weird being in StreamYard, but I'm like, wait, where's like it's not the same.
Where is
It's
everything?
not the
What's going
same.
on? Right.
See? See? Even
Yeah.
I'm you know, I'm not used to being on
I'm
this side of the program.
I'm blaming the full moon. I blame the full moon for everything, but actually, like StreamYard, I'm surprised at how easy it really is.
It really is.
Hi, Amanda. A reading I need. I have a blender. What? I've had blending days forever. Oh yeah. Amanda, if you need a reading, hold on. Do you have? Give me 1 second, Amanda. Hi. This is the first time I've ever really used StreamYard, and yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it because it's really easy to use, and
Mhm.
you don't have to like remember anything, or like I'm streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Mhm. It is.
So pin. Wait, yes, is that pinning? Yeah. All right. Cool.
Mhm.
So Amanda, if you want a reading, go ahead and donate. Happy Sunday, by the way. Uh,
Hi.
PayPal. I don't know about you, but I've had a really interesting and long week. And for some odd
Mhm.
reason, I had
Mhm.
like three different events this week, and they were all variations of each other, but it all like got me to this point where I'm like, oh, I'm fucking magical, man. Like, this is amazing.
That's awesome.
Okay, Amanda. And hello to everybody else who is watching. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the stream. We're trying something new because I've been busy this week and Sunday made sense. So come enjoy. We'll talk about spirituality. You'll get a reading if you want. $5 minimum donation for $5 for the less than a cup of coffee. Yes, for less than the price of a cup of coffee on a daily basis. You too can help two woo woos read you two for the price of one.
Mhm.
We'll give you a reading. It'll be fun. We'll tell you all about yourself, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, and
Yeah.
we'll just enjoy it. We'll enjoy
Yeah.
life, man.
Yeah.
Groups. Let's see where else can I
So
shove this.
sorry.
There we go. Oops. Oh. All right. Where is? There we go. Copy.
Hi, Natalie. How are you this evening?
Hi, Natalie.
I hope you're well.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Sunday evening. Welcome to post full moon hijinks.
Mm-hmm.
If you've had the same week we have, your Friday has been 5 days, 5 days in a row. Wait, were you with us last week, Natalie? I feel like you. I remember you. I remember that name.
I can't recall, to be quite honest.
Neither can I. Hold on. Let's see. One more. Boom. Got it.
Oh,
Huh?
it's
What happened?
Natalie's first time here.
Welcome.
Well, hi,
We always
Natalie.
like virgins.
Sure. Yeah.
Hi, Natalie. Welcome.
Hi.
I hope you're having a really good weekend.
Yeah, whatever you're having. Just to kind of let you know how we do things, it's a little different than other readers. Instead of like requiring that you share, we do ask that you do a minimum donation. It's $5 minimum donation. There is a PayPal link floating around there somewhere. Um, Matt should be pinning it to the comment section very shortly if it's not already there.
I
Um,
thought I did, but how do you? So how do you pin? Let's see. Hold on.
oh, I don't know. I think you might have to go in through Face. Oh, wait, no. You can pin it. There we go.
Right.
Oh, that shows it up on the screen.
I don't want to show. Oh, hide. There we go. All right. Then hold on. Let me go back into. Yeah. Un
Oh, it
momento.
won't let me pin.
Woo. Um. Oh, there we go. It's pinned. So the comment should be pinned. If you find it, if you see it, if you need it again, let us know. I'll repost it. If you can't donate via PayPal, there are other ways, but PayPal is usually the easiest. Yeah, and Amanda, we got your. Hold on, I have lost everything. There we go, Amanda. I've got your donation. Max, I do sacrifice virgins, but only to volcanoes and only on Fridays. Sundays are a little bit low key. The virgins are harder to find because, Friday night and Saturday night, the volcano has already been fed. So we're going to have to find something else to sacrifice. Yeah, got your donation. I'm patient. I'm down hanging. Let us know what the question is, unless you already got it. You can pay in boobies. Lizzie wouldn't mind. You have two, so that would be like $5 each. That'd be great. Virgin collecting day. I gotta start playing music to collect virgins somewhere. Whatever virgins are left on Sundays, it's very few and far between.
You round them. You round them up.
Toss them into volcanoes on Friday. All right, Amanda, what's your question?
A lady doesn't
Getting
kiss and
red.
tell. A real lady keeps things to herself. You know,
Luckily,
when another lady shares things with her, she doesn't go blabbing it around because then the lady may never want to share these things with her again That's just fucking rude. Okay, I've got I've got more class than that. Now, if the lady wants to share, I'm
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I don't mind. I don't mind sharing the wealth. You had a bunch of craziness
Mm-hmm.
ensue. I was looking for insight. Any specific insight or any specific craziness that happened? Because I feel like your craziness happened this week when everybody's craziness happened this week. The full moon itself caused a lot of emotional craziness. It's closing out cycles. Like we went from winter to spring. So that in itself causes a whole cavalcade of shit to go on because life is returning. And I even said it in the chat, like life is returning not just to the world, but to yourself. So all this stuff that you've been has been dormant for like 3, 4, or 5 months during the winter solstice is now waking up, including energy, including yourself, including like all the stuff that has been laying dormant, all that craziness that was there before has never gone away. It's still there and it's waking up. So now you have to deal with it effectively and let it go. Bisexual.
Um.
Oh.
Okay, so not only am I getting like really like hardcore deja vu right now, like I look down at the cards in my hand and I was like, I've seen this before. I feel like I've given you this reading before. Anyways, I really want to point out that we got the divine feminine because the not to say that you haven't always embraced your divine feminine, but I think we're moving into a different phase of our divine feminine to where we have felt our divine feminine wrath. We felt it. We experimented with it. We fucking slayed with that shit. Got it. But now we're moving into that calm, centered, peaceful. And I don't know why. And that's probably just because I love her and adore her. But I'm really sensing some Kuan Yin energy right now. Um, it could be because of where you physically are and my spiritual ties to not only that area, but I worked specifically with Kuan Yin quite a lot when I lived in Long Beach. So, oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, good, good, good. So yes, because everyone's always like, "Oh, she's so peace, she's so loving," and I'm like, "Bro, she will take you out
Mhm.
if she needs to." Like, talk about dark feminine energy. Yeah, that's not her role, of course, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't necessarily have that role. And I think that that's why she's wanting to come through for you right now is because the waters. And I know I know what I'm talking about. Waters can be peaceful and they can be treacherous and they can be dark and they can be deep and they can be deadly and they can be calming and peaceful and rejuvenating. So, and I also want to focus on the word rejuvenation because I kind of feel like that's something that's coming through. Matt mentioned a cycle, and I had already pulled the wheel. So, like, hi, hi, confirmation. Um, we're just moving into our cycle, and this was I feel like sometimes your team wants to communicate with you in ways that you don't question because of course because we're always so in here so much we're always questioning everything and we're always questioning their signs, whereas when they make these big grand fucking gestures you're like, oh well, I can't say no to that. Well, no shit. So that's kind of why. So maybe talk to them about how they can start communicating in ways that aren't these big grand gestures. I mean, great lessons, but it's going to get to be exhausting after a certain point. And I know you know what I'm talking about. And that's it.
Hmm.
And there we go.
A nice warm pool with wow, ooh, with me. Um, Hi, Rosemary. By the way, Amanda, where do you normally live? Like, do you live in California up north? Because I know you took a trip down south, and part of that trip down south, I think, was breaking free of some emotional damage, and that's the only thing that really comes through. But like, you went on a trip. What do you think? What do you think happens when you go from where you normally are and go on a trip and experience new things? Well, craziness ensues. Everything wakes up. You're going to the beach. You're going to water. All this water energy that you're facing, and realizing that new stuff, new life is coming towards you. Uh, New life is coming towards you, Oregon. So you went from Oregon to Long Beach. What you've done a lot of witchy shit on the way. I'm assuming you've done a lot of witchy shit on the way. So what? You communed with fairies, you've gone through the trees, you've talked to spirits, and now you end up at the ocean, where there's a whole bunch of energy for you to give the old self to the ocean, to ocean spirits, to your old self. Any wonder why crazy shit is kind of happening? Because it's forcing you to take a look at the old self that you had put to bed 5 6 months ago, that's slowly waking up and going, this is not me, this is not me anymore. Yet the mentality that you still have is like, okay, I can outrun this old me, but you can't outrun it. You have to face it. You have to sit there and face it and go, okay, what can I throw away? What can I give to the ocean? And in turn, what is the ocean going to give to me? What are the tree fairies? What are the spirits that I communed with along my path, along this new journey that I've taken, going to impart with me? There's no space for old you. There really is no space for old you. And the problem is that old you is waking up and going, we got this shit. I'm going to run amok. No, not anymore. Old you doesn't have time. Old you doesn't have energy. Old you is not welcome in new you. So, with everything that you've faced over this past week, old you really wants to run amok, and you're just like, okay, but I want old me. You don't. Let old you go. You're only thinking that it's bad or there's crazy shit that's going on because you're allowing the craziness to slowly wake up and yawn. You're letting the crazy, you're letting the old, you're letting what doesn't serve you in this moment stay for too long. You're letting it hold on to you, and you just need to let it go. You need to make peace with her and say, baby, I love you. Baby, you were me at one point. You are no longer me, and I give you to the ocean. I give you to the universe. I become something new and something else. By the time you go back up to Oregon, you'll be done. You'll be done with the old you, and you'll be crying, and you'll be feeling something new, and you'll be inviting what's come along with you to just join along, tag along. You'll get a whole bunch of downloads. You'll get a whole bunch of love, a whole bunch of understanding of who this new person is. But you have to go back from whence you came for it to take effect. This first trip was gaining the knowledge and gaining everything that you needed. Now you let it go, and you let everything that came along with you bring it back to where it's meant to be. You become new, and you figure out what's really going on. There is nothing bad that is going on. You're making it bigger than it really has to be in this
Mhm.
moment, but it really just takes like make taking that first step and realizing I am new. So you know, be what you will be, but allow yourself to be new, to feel the hang out with your tits out vibe. So
Yeah.
nobody likes letting go. That's the biggest thing, is like we get
Mm-mm.
faced with like, oh, I have to let go. Well, fuck this. I'm not gonna let go. Okay, you don't have a choice. You did all
Mhm.
this. You did all this with the knowledge that you were going to be different anyway. So,
Right. When it well, good.
yay. Of
It's
course it
true.
does. Yeah.
Well, and I definitely feel like a lot of us who are within the similar age group, what would be considered, whether you call us Zennials or Millennials or what the fuck ever, you know, um, I feel like a lot of us who are doing the work now and who are involved and our spiritualists, we've had to let go of a lot. We had really rough childhoods that required letting go, whereas we had to watch our peers get.
Mm-hmm.
And that, so we're tired. We're tired because we've been letting go for a long fucking time, man. You know, we've been doing it for a long time, and it's exhausting because what are we letting go for? What have we
Right.
sacrificed for? For for, some of us are like, for a world that's on the fucking brink of collapse right now, dude. Like, man, but yes, ultimately, yes, that is what that, yes, because when this world collapses, hi, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah, uh-huh, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta rebuild. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, Linda's moving back to Oregon.
oh,
You'll have somebody to share your boobies with, Amanda. See,
it's so true. It really is.
that's all of life right now. Is we
Hmm.
don't know. None of us know what's really going to go on. No, none of us know if what we're doing is right or wrong. You just have to trust that what you're feeling is exactly what you need in the moment, and just move forward. Like, okay, this is great. This is cool. Until and you get the answer after you make that first step. But you have to make that first step, and you have to trust in the process, and you have to trust in yourself. And it's like really cliche thinking, but it's true. Like,
So
if you're
true.
just going to stay in one spot and not do anything and not expand, then why do you deserve anything new? But the moment you say, hey, I deserve something better, I'm a better person, and I'm going to do something that shows the universe, that shows myself, that shows other people that I'm worthy of something new, that's when the universe comes in and just is like, I got you, baby.
Yeah, sure. Hello to the 6 people that are sitting here
We had We
and
had
not saying
10 at one
anything.
point. I don't know what happened.
Not saying anything.
I know.
Just sitting here. Just
Why you
sitting
all
here.
lurking, man?
I mean, just say hello at least,
Right?
for criminy sakes.
Bro, it's a high. Like, I'm kind of used to this, but
Hi,
it's so
Myrtle.
weird. Hi. What's up, Myrtle?
You're so welcome, my darling.
You're welcome. Enjoy
Anytime.
the rest of your trip too.
Hell yeah. Oh darn, I think the shop's closed because I was gonna say, if you can get 2 points of light. If you
Oh.
can, but if not.
Wait, a high or a
You're funny.
hi?
Right? Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Linda. Hello. Hi,
What's up,
everybody.
Linda? Hi,
How's
Myrtle.
everybody's
Hi, everybody.
Sunday? How's it going? Everybody's Sunday is going good? Going good? Mine's good. I'm
Mine's
uh
is good.
I'm watching the extended version of Lord of the Rings. Um
All of
I'm on
them?
the two
Like all 12
towers.
hours?
Yeah, yeah, I'm on the two towers. I'm in the Helm's Deep right now. I'm like, oh man. But
Ooh.
I do love the extended version because it's, of course, showing more of, thing. There's
Mm-hmm.
more. Um, and
Myrtle, we do things a little bit differently. If you look at there's a pinned comment that allows you to donate. It's not whether or not we're drawn to you or anything. We do things very simply. Donate at least $5, and we'll both of us give you a reading. The pinned comment should be somewhere in the comment section. If not, let me know, and we'll find a way to. I don't know why I keep
get
using
it
my
to you.
hands. I'm like swimming. Like swimming a lot
Yeah,
today.
that are here,
There,
here.
here, there.
Uh, 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 uh,
So
uh,
let
uh.
us know. Um, I haven't watched movies. I've been so busy this week. I had a client reach out to me yesterday and basically just say, "Listen, I'm going crazy. I need help. Can you help me?" I'm like, "Can you wait till tomorrow? If you can wait till tomorrow, which is today, like I'll be able to do something for you." She's like, "Yeah, that's fine." So brought her on a one-on-one meditation, did some Reiki, and I've realized that I keep hearing the same thing over and over again from people, which is like, this is exactly what I needed, or this is, I feel so much better. And I'm like, oh, it makes me feel so light when people are like, you did exactly what I needed, or you brought me clarity, or like even a one-on-one meditation, like something that seems so simple for me now, like affects somebody so deeply, which, like, it's amazing. So
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
I love it.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. No, I've had some nice weekends. It's been really quiet. I enjoy that. I don't mind it. So,
Mm-hmm.
somebody in the apartment complex died yesterday, and I watched the funeral home remove the body, and that was a little surreal. And
Ooh.
I made some
Ooh.
cookies, so I took a cookie outside near where they loaded the body and left the whoever it was a cookie. So, but
Ooh.
it also proved to myself that I am that neighbor that will stand at the window with their cup of coffee and watch. I am that person.
You were watching, waiting for them to pick up the body.
Yeah, because I saw him. I said, well, first I was like, I'm getting ready to make some cookies. Okay, this all started because I was getting ready to make some cookies, and I was like, man, there's a lot of cops. What are all these cops doing out? So I, so I kind of opened the blinds, opened the little curtains, and then I was like, oh, that is the funeral home, and the stretcher was empty, and I was like, oh,
Oh wow.
and I saw him go in, and I was like, oh. So I'm sitting there drinking my coffee, being like, I wonder how long it's gonna take him. Took him a while. Took him a while, but
Wow.
yeah. So it's surreal. Sure, Myrtle, we'll be here.
Yeah. Well, we're
Yeah,
always here.
but yeah, it was surreal.
I
And then I
bet.
finished my
Like,
cookies. So
wow.
and they were delicious, and so I did. I said, whoever you are, I'm so sorry. Here's a cookie
Well, that's
to
sweet of you. So
help you on your way to go wherever you're going.
help you on your
So
transitionary phase. At least you gave her some food, or gave that
right,
person some food, so
right.
they won't be so famished when they get to
Hmm.
where they're going. And that's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
So, but no, no, that was about as that was about as exciting as it got. Um, I did watch Turning Red, which apparently within the conservative Christian community, that movie is making some waves.
What is Turning Red?
So it's the Disney movie about the 13-year-old little Canadian Chinese girl who ends up turning into a red fox. Like it's a red Chinese fox. And
Oh.
of course, it's a coming of age movie. She's 13. But when she's turned into the fox, she has herself locked in the bathroom, and her mother and father mistake it for her. Oh God, you guys, get ready for her period.
How dare
And
they talk about periods on a Disney
there
movie?
were pads
Ooh.
in animated form. Okay. And they mentioned chocolate. Okay. A hot water bottle for cramps. They mentioned cramps. But they also mentioned the veneration of ancestors from a traditional Chinese standpoint.
Hmm.
And there was, excuse me,
Bless you.
there was a temple, and they practiced what I assume is traditional Chinese veneration of their ancestors, and it was beautiful, and um, you know, again, it's good to know that this generational trauma from woman to woman is universal regardless of what your age is, and the pressure that mothers put on their daughters is very universal, and I thought it was really beautiful. And there was a bunch of 13-year-old girls who were being very much 13-year-old girls. They were calling boy bands sexy, and apparently within the conservative Christian community, God forbid 13-year-old girls show that they are. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
So, Sherry, we do things a little differently here. We do ask that you have a minimum, or that you provide a minimum donation of $5. I guess you would have to have the $5.
Right.
I guess in fairness, you would have to have it in order to give it.
Right.
There's a PayPal link that's pinned. And yeah, just let us know. But we do require. I mean, we do. We do things a little different. So
it's a $5 minimum donation, and if you've gone to Starbucks today, you know that $5 gets you a venti iced coffee with a little bit of something, a little bit of something. Our readings are much more delicious.
Yeah,
much more delicious, and technically last longer. So,
at least potentially the serotonin you get from it would last longer.
Oh yeah, definitely. And yes, the comment, if you're on Facebook, the comment is pinned down in the video. Oh, Sherry. Somebody, hold on. Sherry, I got your donation. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And that's it. That's your question. You want to know if you'll marry like your guy someday soon?
It's so heavy, and it's heavy, sweetie. This should not be treated as heavy as it is. And I know why it's heavy, because men are trash. Okay?
We're horrible.
Men are trash. Do you want to know what a trend is happening on TikTok right now with men? They are playing a song, and above it they're saying, imagine on our first date, we go for a hike and I push you off of the ledge and fucking kill you. And it's a bunch of men describing how they're going to brutally murder women on their first date. And, they say, it's a joke. It's a joke. Relax. It's a joke. It's a joke. And I'm sorry. I'm still waiting for the punchline. Because that's a reality for so many women that go on a first date with men right now in this day and age. So it's just, I get it. I get there's a lot of heaviness around searching for a partner, my love. But I really need you to take the heaviness out of this, and I need you to stop. Because I get it. I was in 13 years. I was in my narcissistic marriage for 13 years, and I've been gone for it'll be 8 this year, and I'm still recovering. Thank you, my friend. I'm still recovering, and I'm still having my trust issues. My journey is different because I discovered a lot about myself, but I do need you to take the heaviness. And again, I don't like when people put it, well, it's your fault that you're not vibrating at a correct, like, no, 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 no. Sometimes it's really just not about that.
Yeah,
Okay. And we're never ever going to be fully healed to really bring in somebody. So the best course of action is to get as healed as you can.
your microphone is
And
popping a little bit, by the way.
oh, okay, is that
Yeah.
okay? Is that better? Is that a little better? Okay. I think my headset was moving off my head. Um, but I do want you to approach this with more of a playfulness and more of a so and I know that it's really hard for people to like go back to when they were enthusiastic and optimistic about dating, like super tough. But I'm going to ask that you try to connect with the age that you were when you really thought. And that could be difficult because if you're like me, then you really, you know, it's slim pickings in that.
Oh Lord.
So, but there I do know. Like if I were to really think about where I would connect with that effervescence, that excitement about being in a relationship and being with somebody, I know what age I would connect with. And I know the time period that I would connect with. I'm actually really giving myself some great ideas. So thank you for your reading because you're helping me too. Yay. So that's what I really need you to do. I need you to not approach this from the heaviness. And I also need you to, yeah, men and women suck. Um,
Yeah.
yes, you know, um, and this is where I get on my it's because we have the patriarchy. It's because the fucking patriarchy. The patriarchy tells men to be misogynistic and it tells women to also internalize that misogyny and make sure that you put it on yourself and or other women and that it's their fault. And that's just really hard to navigate. But there are pockets of people that don't you know, that don't agree with that. And I definitely I feel that they're coming. I just don't know that if they were to come right now that you would have your hands wide open. I feel like they'd be kind of closed and over your heart like so maybe just kind of work on this. And I'm done. Thank you.
Sherry, um, as a dude, there's not much that I can really say that I think would resonate with you. And I'm going to be very, very tactful and gentle. But I really want to harken back to everything that Lizzie said. I also really want to say that don't put so much emphasis on is this the man I'm gonna marry? I like him so much. Blah 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 blah. That heaviness again. That heaviness does not serve you well. It's going from it's and I don't take this the wrong way. It's going from you being on one end of the narcissistic relationship to you being the narcissist, saying
Mm.
really focusing on this has to I like this man so much. He has to be the one. He has to be the one. Why isn't he the one? Why does he have to be the one? Why? Why can't you be the one? Why can't you be the one that you end up with? Because we tell women that oh you're after 40 you're washed up you're done. Why can't you just accept that this person is wonderful and wants to treat you as beautifully as humanly can? Why does it have to turn into marriage? Why does it have to turn into something serious? And I would agree with Lizzie that I don't think seriousness needs to be part of your vocabulary at this point. I think that you have to take a look at what's going on and how you feel. Don't worry about what it's going to turn into. Focus on where it is now. Focus on you trusting yourself first, not about whether or not you trust anybody else. Trust yourself to make the right decisions. As of right now, you have so many cards that are just saying, oh, but I want this all now. But why do you want it? Really, why do you want all this now? Why does it have to be this specific thing at this specific time? Time is also a construct. It doesn't matter how old you are. I'm 42, but I would also say that love is coming. Love is coming. Does it have to be with another person? Does it have to be something specific? And I will tell you, the moment you put something specific on the table and say, yes, it has to look like this, it has to be like this, is the moment that you're going to be so disappointed in everything. Especially because you want a timetable, you want it to be this person, and you're not healed enough to understand that you need to open your heart to yourself first rather than somebody else. And yeah, you're opening your heart to somebody, you're allowing them to treat you different, but you're focusing so much on the when, the how, the where, the what, and the who, that it's not going to matter what happens because you're not ready yet. And I would just say, just give it some time. Does it really have to be this person? Does it have to be now? Or will it matter whether or not you spend 15, 20 years with this man, with this person, without getting married? Do you really have to get married? Or are you willing to stay in a relationship that is whole, that is complete, that is loving, and that allows you to open up to who you truly are without putting a label on it? Because I think that's like, you're asking about marriage, but were you married before? Was that this narcissistic relationship? And would it trigger you the same way? So work on those triggers, work on why you have to have something a specific way, and then let it go. Find the triggers, let them go, let go of the past, and just enjoy the moments that you have with this person, because you already know he treats you differently than anybody else. You already know that you're in a better spot. Let that be that moment. And don't put a benchmark on it that you're consistently having to check in with and say, are you going to marry me? Is he going to marry me now? Is he going to ask me? Because it doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. Oh, you've never been married. Okay.
I've been married. In my opinion, we should not have gotten married because we were together for 13 years, married for a year. Within the year of us officializing and getting married, we were done.
Ooh.
And do you know how much easier my life would have been if we had not? Because unfortunately, we're still fucking married. But that's just mine. That's my opinion.
Also my opinion, and I've never been married. I don't think that marriage solves anything. Sherry, here's the thing. If you want marriage and he wants marriage, why are you asking us? Really? Why are you spending $5 to ask us if he's going to ask you to marry him? Why not ask him? Why not talk to him? If it's truly what you want, if it's truly on the table, it has to be on the table. Why not just go to him and say, hey, listen, I'd like to get married someday, somehow, some way. And what scares me about what you're asking is that if you can't ask him that makes me wonder if you really want to be married to this person. Or you really can talk to him. And I'm not downplaying the fact that he treats you different, but you should really talk to him and have an open line of communication. The love is there. I'm not going to deny that the love is there, but what you want, if that's really what you want, then go for it and talk to him and be honest about what needs to happen in your life and in both your lives to get there. And that's all I say.
And I totally feel you about that, because I'm pretty sure that my ex and I got married because, it was not the right thing to do. And, that should have said a lot. But I totally get what you're saying about how you don't want to be with somebody. And if you've been with them for a year and a half and you have questions, you have to ask yourself, are these questions because they're legitimate questions, or are these questions because I'm still really scared and want there to be questions? Like, are we looking for things where there shouldn't be? Because that's kind of some of the feelings that I get. But also, trust yourself. Trust yourself
Especially
because
being, yeah, go ahead.
no, especially after like I think you were going to say, especially after being in that situation for 15 years.
Yeah. It's hard to trust yourself. Like being in any sort of narcissistic relationship, if you're being gaslit and you're not feeling right on anything you want to do, it's really hard to trust your own feelings. But given the state of affairs of having a decent relationship, it's okay to trust. It's okay to ask the questions that need to be asked.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
But so we have, I don't know, Tiffany. Tiffany just sent us a uh, hold on, sent us a donation. I don't know if she's in the live stream, but she just sent me a message. Tiffany, if you want to come into the live stream, otherwise, her question was literally relocating for my job. So, are you in here? Are you in here? I don't think you're in here. Um, I'm guessing you want to know where you're locating, if you should relocate.
See, I interpreted it as, how is this going to go since she's relocating? Like the feelings I got were she's relocating to maybe somewhere she's never been, and she wants to know how that's going to turn
Okay.
out for her, but that I could be wrong. Unfortunately, it wasn't much to go off of.
Right. How about this? Well, I just sent her a message. How about, because yeah, why not? So go with what you feel. I'm gonna just say go with what you
Okay.
feel and answer the question that way. Ooh. Do, 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 do. Ooh.
Yeah, there's whoo, see, I'm stuttering because there's a lot of fear. I'm picking up on like a lot of like oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing what you feel is right for yourself. You're doing the best you can with the information. Yes, that is correct, Jennifer. We are currently live.
Live and in Memorex.
You know, you are doing what you feel is right for you. No, it's not Friday. I know, right?
Everything's just going crazy. Cats and dogs are
Right?
talking up
Maybe
and
that's why.
down.
Maybe people are just like, wait a minute. Am I catching the replay? No, no. Anyways, so okay. The the worst thing that happens if this doesn't work out, Miss Tiffany, is yes, you've moved. I'll give you that. You've moved. You've moved away from friends, potential family. There's just a lot that you've given up. But maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't be looking at it like that. We should be looking at it as holy hell. We have an opportunity to write a whole new story. You can be whoever you want to be to these people. Whatever type of Tiffany you want it to be, you can be that. Because
I
that's what
love that
that
explanation.
I mean that's the greatest part about moving. Is these people don't know you. They don't know your history. They don't know that maybe you used to be a coffee drinker and now you're tea. You know? They don't know the little things. So it would and could be okay if you used this as the opportunity to give yourself permission to be somebody different. You know, I feel like that's a theme for a lot of people right now because I know it's a theme that I'm working on in therapy right
Yeah.
now is not being this image that I've made up for myself, like not following that and being okay to step outside of whatever I've crafted for myself. And that I think the kids are saying right now is I'm changing my aesthetic. I think that's how they say it is I'm changing my aesthetic.
You're speaking
You know,
millennial now.
and that's okay. Like, oh God, I'm using, I guess it should be, technically, I think this would be Gen Z lingo. But I
Ooh.
just kind of came to the realization that Gen Z are adults now. So I can't really think of Gen Z as kids anymore because they're fucking 22 years old. Um,
True.
so, but it's okay. Like, you have permission and you can use this move as the permission you would need to switch things up. And that's what I got. Thank you.
Jennifer got your donation. You'll be next after we finish this reading with Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany. You already know where you're moving. You already know that you're moving. So why are you so scared? Um, what I'm feeling is that you have this opportunity, and I'm going to piggyback off of what Lizzie's saying. You have the opportunity to move and grow and be something new, and I think you're so used to being what somebody else wanted you to be that you might not know or be comfortable with expanding this consciousness. You know where you're going. You know exactly where you're going. You know that it's going to work out. So why are you so scared? Why are you looking at this move and going, "Oh shit! Oh, I don't know what to do." I don't. But you already know. You already know what's going on. You know how it's going to work out. You know that when you get to this new place, and even if it's not a new place just yet, you know when you get there that it's all going to work out because it's meant to work out. You've been kind of laying in the shadows for way too long, hoping that something will work out. And now, hold on. Nope. I thought it was an explanation. You've been laying in the shadows for way too long, and now it's time to come out and play. Now it's time to really do not the hard work, but do the work that gets you where you need to be. Does it matter where you go? No, because you're being pulled or dragged to a direction that has been chosen for you. But it's scary because this is something new. And yeah, okay, it's all scary. It's always going to be scary. But you know if it's going to work out because everything opens up for you. Temperance and Knight of Swords. You've been waiting way too long. Like you've been waiting overtly way too long and say no to specific ideas and specific things because like you just don't want to make that move. You don't want to have to do the hard work. Well, the time is now. Um, and you can only wait so long. Like that's the issue. Is like if if you wait too long and you take some time to mull it over, it's going to be gone. That window is going to open and it's going to pass you by, and you're going to still be like, but I want to do it, but I think it's cool. And by the time you go back to it, they're going to be like, sorry, shit out of luck. The boat has passed. Don't allow that to happen. You're being given a window of opportunity for probably the next like 3-4 weeks, and it's not going to last long, but it's allowing you to figure out who you truly are and feel comfortable in a new situation. Comfort is huge because you're feeling so incredibly uncomfortable right now, and I get it. But that doesn't mean that like the whole idea of a move is uncomfortable. It's just you're probably shitting a brick is like, oh, I don't know what to do and how to move and what I should be doing. You already know. You already know. So don't worry about the when, the where, the how, the who. Just say yes. Just say fucking yes to wherever it's taking you, and everything will go the way it's supposed to. And just don't let it pass you by. But the moment you say yes, the world, the universe opens up and is like, we're gonna take Tiffany, we're gonna coddle her, we're going to hold her tight, and we're going to tell her it's going to be okay, and we'll pick her up and transport her where she needs to be. You just have to say yes to the universe, man. That's all it really is. Say yes to the universe and say fuck you to being stuck and that shadow self that's telling you, no, I want to stay in one spot. Fuck staying in one spot. Nobody ever wants to stay in one spot. We're nomadic people. Why should we ever stay in one spot for more than like 4 or 5 years? You learn, you grow, you move. You learn, you grow, you move. That's pretty much all it is. Jennifer, what's your question, girl? Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I have. Ooh. Yeah. Jennifer, hello. And now we have 8 people. Hello, 8 lurkers.
Hello.
Hi. You too can get a reading. You too can stare directly at the flashing lights in the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any of my other lights because they're still in my car. I've had to set up stuff like so many times this week that like leaving shit in my car makes more sense at this point. In between jobs. Ooh.
Okay. These cards make sense. I'm going to pull a few more.
All right.
These cards make sense. I'm going to pull a few more.
Please explain the cards more.
Oh.
Oh. Do you have anything else that you want to ask, or are you just in between jobs? Oh. Because I feel like there's another question there, or an explanation of like what's going on, but
seriously. I feel like you're waiting for permission. I feel like you're waiting for permission to not go back to normal work. I'm using quotes right now because, yes, there is a pressure to return back to the bullshit that we were doing 2 years ago that got us into this fucking predicament in the first place. And no, you should not. Because now that you've found an absence of fighting, that you're not having to literally crawl away from 2 zombies that are devouring a bone. but money's running out. I get that too. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is be brave and do the ideas that you're like, no, 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 that's not going to make me any money. Do you know? Did you know that there was a woman who was hospitalized because she was making $50,000 selling her farts in a jar? She hospitalized herself and almost killed herself.
Because she was eating like shit.
Point. Yeah, the point that I'm making is that there was a market for farts in a jar. There is a market for everything. There is no stupid idea, is what I'm getting at. And I don't know why, but I am going to say sex work is valid work. Fetish work is valid work. These are valid things. You are offering a service. So if your idea is more around the alternative lifestyles, please do, because it is so necessary and needed right about this stage. But I do also want to pull out the Four of Cups, because I do sense that there's a vulnerability that we're going to have in order to really do this. But no, don't go back to your normal fucking job. You're not stupid. It's stupid, is what I'm saying. You're not stupid. You're actually quite brilliant. You're quite intelligent. And I think that you have a lot going for you. It's just the world that we live in has convinced you that you don't. And that's just not true. And I'm done. Thank you.
Jennifer, I will let you know that when you stand up for yourself or you do what you need to do, the whole world revolves around you. Stand up for what you believe in, stand up for what you want to do, and you'll find out very quickly that no one will bow to you. Everything will just kind of bend to your will. I say this because I recently did that. I moved to a different state, and then I told my boss that I moved to a different state, and then I told him I don't ever want to come back to the office. Well, not coming back to the office never is kind of a hard thing to do. My 9 to 5 job has decided to start doing return to office in May. But they asked us, like, hey, how many days a week do you want to spend in the office? 98% of my team said 0. And I talked to my boss this week, and he's like, all right, well, I've moved you to Phoenix, to the Phoenix office. You don't ever have to really show up there, but get a badge just in case. He's like, in a perfect world, if I can get you to, if I can get the company to pay for your travel, I would like you to come back. Hey. Hi.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny towel brigade. If I can get you to come back or if I can get the company to pay for it, I'd like you to come back like 3 times, 4 times a year for like 3 days at a time. So simply by stating what I was willing to do and what I wasn't willing to do, I took a stand against the universe, to the universe, and everything worked its way out. So what I would say to you is take a stand for what you want and be very, very, very specific. There's right now, there is a lot of craziness going on in your world, and there's gonna be a lot of craziness. You are thinking of like, oh, I have to do specific things to be a productive member of society. Fuck that shit. You do what you need to do in order to make a life for yourself. I wouldn't call it sex work, but I would say probably going to OnlyFans is a thing at this point. So why not? If you have the assets, if you have the ability, do what you need to do. Again, like selling farts in jars, somebody just was selling bath water. Like, you would be surprised at what hard up people will buy just on the idea that, ooh, a female skin touched this. We are a horny fucking nation, a depraved and horny fucking nation. And it works well, but it also makes people realize like how shitty the human race is, because we don't like to touch each other, we don't like to do anything, and men just like to sit on computer and be like, I'll give you $5 to see some boobies. Like what are, but you know what, if you have boobs, all right, $5 each tit, why not? I mean, we sit online, we ask for $5 so we can read pretty cards. There is a market for fucking everything, and if you're good at it, there's a premium for it. The devil and the princess of swords reversed. It's not even a fucking choice. You know, it's not even a choice. You just want to sit there and listen to other people tell you that you have to be a productive member of society. Something has to look a certain way. No, it doesn't. You do what you need to do. Work is work. And if you can pay your bills doing other various amounts of work and not have to do a 9 to 5, do that. It's fun. It's available. It allows you to live your life the way that you want to. And just don't worry about what other people say or what other people can do. Are they paying your bills? Is fucking anybody else paying your bills? The people telling you what to do paying your bills? No. So tell them to fuck off. You're paying your bills. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You know what your boundaries are. Find your boundary and maybe push the boundary a little bit and see that even freakiness can be a little bit comforting. And you may find something that really works for you. I mean, farting in jars is a thing. So why not shitting in jars and actually having people pay for it? But yeah, don't let anybody tell you what you need to do in order to make a living, because you are paying your own bills. You are living your own life. You are you. And you are an amazing human being that can create magic at the drop of the hat. Actually, I have no idea who you are, but we'll say that. So just enjoy that. Create the magic. Find the magic. Find the happiness. And just be one with the fart in jars. That's all I got. See, you have boobs. Sell the boobs. The boobs play, man. Like, you'd be surprised at how many people would pay $5 to like look at your boobs. So
Seriously. Thanks,
yeah,
Jennifer. I appreciate that too. You're so welcome.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on a Sunday evening.
Woohoo! Oh, Taria. Taria sent us a donation. What would you like to know,
It has
Taria?
been a while.
It's been
Jeez,
so long.
forever.
Oh, whatever spirit wants to share.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Ah, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I realize that I have like 18 decks of tarot cards and I use the same like 2 or 3 decks, and I keep wondering like, why did I buy so many decks?
Because we need them.
I need to spend money on something. Oh.
It's annoying.
Hi, Taria.
It's annoying. I'm gonna say that. I get it. It's annoying. I'm really feeling the whole like I'm getting tired of parenting myself. Like I get it. I get it. Especially if you're like me right now and we're having to like navigate our teenage self who's just like, sweet Jesus, someone help this child, please, because she is so lost. But that's exhausting, and it feels as if the work that we're doing right now is taking us away from the focus on the bigger picture, but I am going to be the asshole to tell you that the work you're doing is the focus on the bigger picture. I know. It's fucking, it's dumb. Okay. I get it. It's dumb. And it's not the work we want to be doing right now, but it's the work we have to be doing right now. And I'm sorry for that because I get it. I really do. I'm right there with you, paralleling. Um, but we are getting ready. We are getting ready to walk off that edge and into the bigger picture. Just a little bit longer. Just gotta walk for a little bit longer. It's a coming. Not quickly, but it's a coming. And I'll let Matt take it from here.
Uh, Hear the train a coming round the bend. Um, Here's the thing:
Mm.
life isn't fair. Life will never be fair. Life is what you make it. But if you constantly go back to, but life isn't fair, and why does all this stuff happen to me? Well, okay, because you're starting out in a deficit anyway. And I don't think that it's a bad deficit. I think that it's you're just at this point where it's like, but things have to get better, right? Yeah, things are getting better, but what are you missing? What's the lesson in this that you're missing that you kind of overlooked? Like, yeah, you're working hard and you're doing all this stuff and you're making an empire, but what's the simple thing that you kind of missed and now have to go back and maybe take remedial English or remedial remedial math? It's like the simple things that we miss, and the universe is like, no, 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 no. You want the graduation? You got to go back and do this, and we're just like, but I already did that. No, you only thought you did it. You only thought you exited this paradigm. Guess what? You're still in the paradigm. You're still in this moment. You're still being triggered by it. You have to go back and you have to deal with it. You have to deal with the yeah. You have to deal with the shit that comes along with it and the shadow work and everything else. But if you go back and you deal with the shadow work and you deal with the bullshit, you'll be rewarded. Everything will start making sense. But you've been letting it like pass you by for so long that's like, all right, how many more times are you gonna like ignore it until you have to redo it? The end result is really just like you get what you want. However, the end card is the Hierophant reverse, which means to me, like you know better. You know better. You know what you need to do. You know how things need to progress. So why are you putting the kibosh on it all just to spite yourself? Why are you deciding, well, it's the universe's fault and it's not my fault? It's the universe's job to do this, and I'm just along for the ride. Honey, you are the driver of the fucking car. The universe is the road. Where are you driving your car to, and what turn off did you miss? So go back, do the work that you need to do, and you'll be well rewarded. And stop thinking that you know better or that you can subvert the universe or subvert God for what you have to learn, because the universe already always knows better. And you try and do the sneaky sneak, the quarterback shuffle, and try and move around the universe. The universe is like, no, no, time out for 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 years. So just allow yourself to go through what's going on. Everything will be fine. You'll get what you want. You'll get what you need, and all it's going to cost you is maybe your pride for a couple days. So that's all I got.
I got an email that
Yeah.
Rosemary donated to my PayPal. Rosemary, are you still in here?
How long ago did she?
I don't know. I just got it. The email just
Oh, weird.
came through like 2 minutes ago.
Ooh, hopefully she's
So
still here.
hopefully, let me know.
Are you still watching? Is she one of the seven lurkers? Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Rosemary, while we're at it, anybody else want to get a reading? We're here. We're willing. I'm awake. I'm bushy-eyed.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I'd say I'm awake, but I mean, I'm here. Sure. Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do
You're
do.
welcome. Hold on.
Hey, Taria, I just realized that your donation wasn't necessarily a donation. You asked me for money. But thank you anyway. It happens.
Hold on. I'm messaging Rosemary.
Okay. Rosemary, where are you?
Mm.
Well, thankfully, the full moon is kind of over. Um, Tomorrow's Monday.
This
Although,
Monday.
Taria, you're already in Monday,
Yeah,
probably.
that's right.
You're
You're
in the
in the
future.
future.
You're in the future. Do we have flying cars yet? Do we have
Uh,
everything that we need? Do, 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 do. Thank you. I appreciate you, Taria.
Little sneaker.
Hello.
I
Hi,
see you. Your
Aurora.
sister thinks she's sneaky.
Who does?
Your sister Angel thinks she's sneaky.
Oh. What's up, Angel? It's been a while.
Hello, Aurora.
Hi. Welcome to the live stream. Usually on Fridays, we decide to do Sunday. You can
Friday.
come, you can chill, you can ask for a reading. We do readings for a minimum donation of $5. You can shoot the shit with us.
Yeah,
Sometimes that's fun. Like
yeah,
not
it can be.
actual shit, but just talk.
Yeah, yes. Mm-mm-mm. And I haven't heard back from Rosemary,
Okay.
so we'll just wait. But
All
she did
right.
donate, so in case she pops up,
All right. And
you know.
Taria, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you for donating and not asking me to pay you.
Uh,
I mean, that would be cool.
it would be.
Can I get some teeny tiny towels if I pay you?
You're thinking of Paula.
Why am I? Why do I? I think
Oh,
I'm.
just COVID.
Ooh.
That's scary.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Got all this. Got all this
Nothing.
donations and
I have money and I don't know where it's coming from.
Right? Well, I
Help
do.
me. Right.
Aw. Well, Rosemary said that or Rosemary was said that it was a donation, and that she's paying it forward tonight. So thank you, m'lady.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Sure do. So, with that being said,
Anybody want a reading?
so much, right?
Anybody interested in getting a paid forward reading?
Pardon.
No, no problem.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's enough of you in here.
Right? You can't all just be lurkers. I mean, you could be. I'm
Good,
starting to think
right?
that, like, especially on Facebook and YouTube, like people just do what they've been doing with TV, which is just playing
Right.
something and and putting it on in the background while they do other things. Oh my god! Like Facebook and YouTube has become TV.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes.
Hi, hi, Aurora.
Hi,
How are you?
Aurora.
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 So Aurora, we have gotten a paid forward reading. So, or if anybody, any one of our 7 lovely lurkers would love a reading, share it out a little bit. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No, this is not what I want to happen. Well, this is not what I want to happen. Why, thank you, Aurora.
Oh, whoa. Aurora just donated as well. Thank you. Thank you, Aurora. So what's your question? Ooh.
Hmm.
Angel said that she sent a donation via Cash App.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I said your sister thinks she's sneaky. Doesn't say hi, but sends a donation.
Right. Do you want a reading, Angel? Yes. Yeah, go ahead, Aurora. What's your question?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the full moon is still kind of screwing shit up.
Mm.
Speaking of screwing stuff up, you know what's really weird?
Hmm.
When you matched with somebody on a dating app and
Yeah.
then Facebook starts showing you the people that you've matched with as friend options. And it's like I maybe we talked once. Why would I want to be your friend? Like if I don't know.
That's awkward.
General?
Sure thing.
Sure.
Love a good general reading.
Yeah. Angel says I don't know why we can't see your comments. So Angel says, reading for my boyfriend, please, the general. So we'll get to you after. As far as Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Hold on. I'm changing cards because these are played out right now.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that Facebook activities are tracked. You know what's even worse is that tracking pixels are a thing, and I commented on a Hopper ad, And then 2 minutes later, I got an email from Hopper about like cheap tickets. So, ooh, Aurora.
Salem. I'm hearing things. I swear, y'all.
You're hearing things?
I swear I heard Salem.
Weird. Aurora, here's what I got for you, and it really like it's kind of like the reading we did earlier. I'm not going to tell you to do sex work, but there's a lot of like it's not that there's fear. I think there's just like there's some a lot of lack going on, or a lot of like ideas of lack in this moment going on, and it's not even like it's been long term. Um, oh, I can turn it off in settings. Great. It's not like it's been long term, but I feel like you've hit a point where what you had has kind of disappeared, or um, you're just not you're not feeling as abundant as you used to, and you feel like there's something wrong, something that you did. However, here's the issue: it's like you have the choice, and this is going to be a really interesting yet fast reading, because it's basically just saying you have a choice. And that choice is like you can either look at it as I don't have abundance, I have lack, or you can look at it as I have everything that I need. So this whole idea of I have lack in my life and I don't have everything I need is bullshit. Like you got to stop telling yourself there's lack, or there's lack of anything, because you have everything that you need. And once you get to this point of understanding that I do have everything that I need, I am exactly where I need to be, and I have to I just have to be in this area of abundance and beauty and generosity, then everything kind of shifts. But I think also you're at this point where it's not something that you're used to. um, there needs to be a change, a dynamic change, a change in thought process, and a change in feeling. The energy has been shifting a lot over the last couple of weeks, and will continue to change and shift. And you may be feeling it and thinking that there's something wrong with you, in which case there's that whole lack mentality. There's no lack in your life. There's nothing in your life that screams like, oh my God, I'm lacking everything. But there is this gentle nudge in a direction of something new. And my question for you is, why are you not going in this direction? Why are you not taking the bull by the horns and going, yeah, let's ride it for all it's worth. Let's go see something new. Let's find out what I can do with my life to make it a little bit happier, a little bit better. And it just looks like from where I'm sitting, that the idea of change is a little bit scary. And yeah, change is scary. And this isn't even a huge change. Ooh. Oh, that's why. Okay. Don't think, and the biggest thing is, don't think of no right now as a never. Like no is never a this is never going to happen. No right now means you need to redirect your thoughts. You need to redirect your actions. You need to redirect your energy. If something is hard in this moment, it doesn't mean it's going to be hard for the rest of your life. It doesn't mean that that you're always going to be a no, or there will always be a lack. But in this moment, you're being asked to redirect yourself to something bigger and better. It may not be, oh, fighting on my show. I'm fighting with my kids to help, and they get paid. Oh, wow. Um, huh. Lizzie might have a little bit more of an explanation. Like I literally, like the last card that came out is literally talking about no is not a no forever. No is just a redirection, and the redirection might just be, I'd hate to say it, you might actually have to just say fuck it with the kids, and actually hire some real help. And as much as you might not want to do that, because it's more money out, but more money out often means more money in. Like if you're paying your kids to help and they don't want to help, fuck them. Like like they're not going to want to help anyway, and they're not putting the energy you need to be successful into this business, especially if they don't want to help. Like they're putting like negative energy in. They don't want to like really boil it down to negative in, negative out, but you're trying to get people, you're trying to get blood out of a stone. It's not going to happen. You want kids to help. Okay, well, even if you pay them, they don't want to help, then that's just energy that you don't need. So why not just take a little bit more money, a little bit more time, find an actual employee that really wants to be there, and what you'll end up seeing is a turnabout in the energy, more people coming, more understanding of, I want it, the person who's there wants to be there, so the people who are coming in want to be there. And that's what I got.
And I was actually going to say, before Matt brought it up, you're not going to like what I have to say, because what I'm going to tell you is you need to be mean. You need to be a bitch. Because hear me out. Okay, I get it. I don't have kids. I know that's really easy for me to say. But it's not the kids that you need to pull this this mean, I don't want to say meanness, but you got the chariot. Take control. Take control. Assert yourself. Dominate. Because it is. It is your show. This is yours. If people don't like it, block them, ban them, done. Because the type of business, and I'm assuming that you're one of those folks that goes live and sells their crystals and does that type of work. And I've popped in on a few of those live sessions. And if you're not careful, it can get really squiffy and it can get really nasty. For example, I ended up following this. Okay, this is totally random.
I'll be right back.
I ended up following this old lady on TikTok because she goes live and sells these acrylic cups, and they're beautiful, and she does this spitting paint, and she lets you choose all the colors. Well, she had a system, but she let somebody else convince her to do the system differently. And trolls ended up coming on the live, and trolls ended up choosing, like, I think it was like glitter or colors or something, and it was not what the purchaser of the cup wanted. Caused this huge kerfuffle on this poor little old lady's life, and all she's trying to do is sell these really pretty mugs. Point of it is that she had a system, but she listened to somebody else, started to do it different, derailed the whole thing. She had to take it back and say, no, this is how we're going to do it. Ended up turning her comments off on TikTok. Everybody's been happy. But that could have destroyed her business. That could have destroyed her brand. Because that one person, those trolls, infiltrated her live and had her mess up. The whole point of her gimmick, the whole point of her aesthetic is she makes the cup while she's live, and you, as the client, choose the colors yourself. I'm actually obsessed with this lady, and I think I'm going to buy one of her cups. Like, it's beautiful.
Like a mug or a cup?
Yeah, it's like this acrylic mug. It's amazing. Her name is Miss Dutchy, if you're on TikTok and want to look her up. But I'm obsessed now. But it's, yeah, no, and that's frustrating, because that puts you in a position that you as a business owner don't deserve to be in. So again, you're going to have to be firm and essentially say, look, I can't associate with you if you're going to bring this. to my page and to my lives, and I just, you can't. You know, I'm finding that within business of social media and these weird parasocial relationships that we have because of social media, you have to be very careful with yourself. Not with the other people, but with yourself. Because at the end of the day, do you really, 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 really know who's on the other end of that screen? Ultimately, no, you don't. You don't.
Not at all.
So, and I also, if you have been feeling that like you, like, I don't want to say like a mole, but like if you feel that somebody's playing the fence, playing both sides, yes. And it is who you think it is. And I need you to approach them with a sense of caution. Your intuition is right. Please let it serve you. Please let it guide you. And that's all I got.
Hopefully all that helps. It's gotta be hard, like to do business with family. It's gotta be so hard.
It is. I
wouldn't want to work with any of my family. No offense. I love you all. But I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. It would just be hard. And I did, you know what? I did get a chance I hung out with my dad this weekend voluntarily. Yesterday, I went to his house. I had to pick up a chair because my chair broke, and I get to hang out with the dogs and him for like an hour. It was really nice. It made me feel happy. Like, say hi to my dad. Okay, so you said that Angel sent a donation, right?
She did.
Okay. Her question, she wrote us, and apparently she's been commenting, and the comments aren't showing up. She just wants a general reading for her boyfriend.
I can't see them at all. That bothers me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. All right. So, Angel, if you're still here, if you can hear us, make a noise.
Right.
It's like a seance.
Okay.
Ooh. You're welcome, Aurora. Have faith. Keep the faith. Do things a little bit different. You'll be fine.
I know. It's rough. BRB.
Okay.
It's the second time that card's come up in like 10 minutes. Keeping it.
Oh, you know shit's serious when you're pulling the chair up.
Right. You're not in trouble, young man. Just so you're aware. And I just want to say that in general, because that's another message that's coming through is okay, look, I know that when one has had a life where things either one get progressively better and then it's like, oh, rug out under me, done. Oh no. I'm aware that when that has consistently been our life, like, I want you to notice that I have not been able to hold on to the cards, tuning into your energy. That's how scattered you are, my friend. Not a bad thing, because that is your energy. That's something else I feel like I need to tell you. You know that your energy is just scattered, and you're just one of those scattered energy people. And that's not a bad thing. You need to learn how to use it to your advantage, my friend. And no, she can't teach you, because you're fucking. You don't teach someone, and someone doesn't teach you if you're fucking. She can give you tips and tricks. but she cannot teach you.
Just the
You
tip.
don't you don't put your penis in your teacher. Matt, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
um, oh, I don't even know you, and this is going to be weird. You are wildly off track, my man. So wildly off track. And you know you're wildly off track, and you're hoping that somebody's going to come in and save you. And there's nobody that's going to save you. And I think what's coming in is, well, my life has been shit and this person makes it better, so why can't this person come and save me? That's not her fucking job. Whoa.
Mhm.
Okay. That's not her job. That's not her job. Your job is to fix your own self. And you are so wildly off track with your energy, with your life, with anything that was once good. So here's the issue is that it's ebbing and flowing, and you're in ebb. Ebb is down. Um, just because something is going on that doesn't feel right for the moment does not mean that it's going to not feel right for the next few years or for the rest of your life. You're in a brief moment of what the fuckness. You're going to have to fight through that what the fuckness. And just because you think that somebody is there uh, to I don't know, teach, heal, do whatever does not mean what that they're there for that reason. It's literally you got to fight through it, man. Like you have to get through this what the fuckness. You have to really make peace with yourself because you have not made peace with the other aspects of yourself. There are so many different aspects of yourself that you have not even met yet, and you're scared to meet them because you don't know what else is coming down the pike, and now you're waiting for like everything to drop. It's not even the other shoe that's dropping. It's like you're looking at your life and going, well, it's over, right? Like nothing good is happening. No, that's a bullshit lie that you keep telling yourself every time you get to a place where that doesn't feel good. And if it's something doesn't feel good, then it's like, well, somebody needs to save me. Save yourself. Go get the help that you really, really need. You're not. Ooh, I'm not trying to project, but you're not getting what you really need to make life better. So the moon card, slightly off kilter. You've wandered off. You've wandered off into the space of nothingness, and you're cool there. Don't be cool there. Find your way back. Move forward. Make peace with the shadow side. Let it go, and don't think that just because, as of right now, you are in kind of a weird, funky space that it's going to last forever. It's going to last as long as you hold on to it. So let it go, let it move on, and move forward with your life.
Yeah. I need you to move forward with your life, okay? Like, I really want to point out this card. There is a paradise behind this woman, but yet she is refusing to turn around and see it. Has she been through the zombie apocalypse? Yes. Did she have to lock herself in a bunker? Yes. Does she have to stay there anymore? No. Is she afraid to go out because she has convinced herself that there are a ton of zombies out and that's not really paradise and that good things actually just don't come to her? Also, yes. Is this wrong? Fuck yes. So I really need you to stop because when you are in control, bro. And I kind of feel like this is an other people element. Like there are other people because of course we have to live with people because we can't, you know, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Other people are frustrating and they're always going to be frustrating. But you also have a really great opportunity to have certain people removed from your life. And I know that you're like, oh, yeah, I got a witchy woman. And everyone's like, yeah, I got a witchy woman until
Yeah.
she's really ready to do witchy type shit. And you're like, okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Did you not? Did you not ask for this? Did you not ask the gods to bring you this? You little witchling. Did you not? Did you not? Did you not ask for this?
You get what you asked
Okay.
for.
So my guy, we got what the fuck we asked for. We got it. It's in our hands. Now we need to know what to do with it. You're clearly doing a very good job because I would know if you weren't. And then and your life would just be not good. I'm just throwing it out there. It's my child. I will fucking kill you. Actually, I won't kill you. Actually, no, I won't kill you because there are far worse things than death. And I'll make sure that you live. Anyways, so you're not fucking up in that department because I haven't heard anything about that. Okay. But what I need you to remember is that, oh God, okay. I really didn't want these words to ever come out of my mouth. But you are a bit younger, young man, and there is quite a bit of life left living. And you have quite a remarkable woman that you asked for and were given. So, I'm not going to tell you to man up because you've already manned up. You already are manning up. You're already doing what you're supposed to be doing. But I'm going to ask you to suit up. There we go. Suit up.
Be Barney Stinson. Suit
There you
up.
go. Suit up. Put on whatever you need to put on to make it to where you can do what you want to do. And if that means moving or adjusting our life to accommodate that's what it is because again, you asked for this. And I know you're grateful. I know you're grateful. I know you're grateful. I'm not. I really don't want you to think that I'm like, oh, well, you fucking asked for it. No, what I'm saying, my love and my darling, is that you asked for it. You have it. So now that you have it in your possession, what are you going to do with the gift that you've been given? Because it's one thing, I mean, it's one thing to receive the gift and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, yay! Okay, you still have the gift. So you said your thank yous. What more are we going to do with it? Because, I mean, yes, aside from just telling her that she's pretty, of course, every day. Every day. But this is not an ass ripping, please. Because not by any means, you're just, I just, I think you're a young man that is not used to having things go his way in this direction. And so we're just kind of like, I don't know what to do. Like I'm really kind of getting the scene from Joe Dirt when he was working at the oil rig and he's like trying to like do the oil and it's all going everywhere and he's all, I don't know what to do.
Somebody help me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. And that's all I got. That's all. Hmm.
Hopefully that helped. I don't know why something is going on with Facebook tonight. Go figure. There's a couple people who have messaged that like I'm commenting, but no comments are showing up. Weird. I'm sure it's a Facebook issue.
Weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Great
Isn't
movie,
it?
Joe Dirt. Yeah.
Right?
Didn't they have a Joe Dirt too as well?
I did, but I didn't see it. I didn't watch it.
Hmm.
That's weird.
Yeah. Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is always broken. Well, I mean, when you're trying to connect and enslave the world, things tend to break every once in a while. I mean, just connect the world, not enslave them. No, the Zuck robot would never try and enslave the world. Living in the metaverse for the rest of your life, never seeing real daylight.
That's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Oh boy.
Well, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Not getting all the comments.
I don't know what's going on. Oh well. But Aurora's commenting, so
Yeah, I see her. Well, I see you. And I
I
see
see
it
y'all.
popping up on the comments
Yeah.
that are there. That's
Oh
weird.
well. Well, Facebook is broken, so whatever. Facebook. I only see Mita. We only see you two, so you're the only one
Right?
commenting at this point.
Right?
Oh, oh well. I mean, StreamYard says I have 5, and then the Facebook live stream says I have 2. So
Right. I see that. I see that as well.
it is what it is at this
It's
point. But
Is Mercury getting ready to go into retrograde?
let's see. Mercury retrograde 2022. May 10th to June 2nd. No.
Oh, wow.
And we
That
just
is really late in the year.
well, we had one from January 13th to February 3rd.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't feel that one.
What?
January Whoa, hold on. Stop popping up.
Are we
Um
sure?
January 13th to February 3rd, May 10th to June 2nd, September 9th to October 1st, and then December 28th to January 18th.
Yeah, that's wow. I
That's a lot.
I can't remember the last time I was not impacted. Wow.
Same. Well, I mean, but then we just had a full moon. We have Jupiter in retrograde
Mm.
and whatever else is in retrograde. And the shadowy cabal of the universe is trying to like put the kibosh on everything. So, I mean, it makes sense,
It's true. It's true.
And the chemtrails that are making the frogs gay.
Yes. The frog gay.
I think the world would be happier if frogs were gay, though. I mean, instead of ribbit, be like ribbit, croak, croak, girl, croak.
Oh,
Oh, on that note,
September sucks.
huh?
September does suck.
Yeah,
September does suck, Aurora. Right? The freaking frog's
they're always
gay. It's one of the greatest techno remixes I've ever heard, though. Do you
right.
understand? Oh, you know,
Yeah,
just in the interest of transparency, just in case it ever comes around, I used to be a huge fan of Alex Jones. Okay, look, this was before the gay frogs and the whole Sandy Hook thing and all of this. Okay. However, I I used to listen to his show. And I was like, man, whew. And then, like, I was like, wait a minute. And then the whole Sandy Hook thing happened, and he's
Oh
essentially
man.
said that that wasn't real. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
mm. It's a really interesting, and I've been meaning to share the article, but there's this article that was shared about how the alternative crowd, like the alt left, ends up
mhm.
doing this really big loop back into alt right. And they essentially become like alt right. And I was on my way there. I was
Wait,
following
okay.
that pattern.
Right. So the left became the right. They just
Right.
went so left that,
Yes.
and that makes sense
Yes.
because you look a lot. You look at a lot of the leftist leaning crowd,
Mhm.
and they're starting to be very conspiracy territorial, very like you're gonna turn the frogs gay.
Right. Right.
And it's just getting weird because they are meeting in the middle, and the right is kind of, I don't want to say that the right is kind of swinging a little bit left, but they're going a little bit to the center
Mhm.
to just spite everybody else.
Yes.
And
No,
it's such an odd thing.
it really is. Hi, precious girl. It is. And I'm really glad that I realized that I was making that circle.
Hmm.
Um, God, it was about a year before, no, 3 years, 3 to 4 years
Hmm.
before all the Trump stuff happened. But when it did start to happen, I went, oh,
Yeah.
I see. And
Right.
it was just kind of like this, so in case anybody wants to bring it up, yes, 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 I used to be an anti vaxxer. There are some posts, and I'm still fairly on the fence about certain vaccines.
Hmm.
I am. But, as I said, in the in the interest of transparency, because I've noticed that for some reason, people are going back and being like, "Oh yeah, well, did you know that at one time you used to believe that?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 sure
People just
did."
want to call out shit for no apparent reason. Like, well,
Yeah,
back in the day, in 2013 at 10:54 p.m.,
right,
this is what you said. Yeah, can I not change my mind?
right. I
Can
also
I?
used to be a reborn again Christian and no Bible. Went to Bible
Right.
study. I was involved in church activities 3 days a week. Actually,
Ooh,
3 days a week, and
that's a
sometimes
lot.
twice on Sunday.
Holy shit.
Because there was
That is a
Bible study on
lot.
Wednesday. It was
Right.
Bible. We had a small group. We go to somebody's house. We do Bible study. It was 2 hours, 2 hours of Bible study.
Hmm.
And then Friday night, I went to the other church on the other side of town that did the parents in recovery, and I used to watch the kids of the parents that were in recovery. And I do that on Friday night. And then Saturday, Sunday morning was church
Wow.
services, so to go to help out for there. And then Sunday evening, it was either I'd go to double church services or do the nursery and be with the kids for night service.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, no. Um, did a lot. I did a lot for that church. Oh, so so many years ago. It's a long time ago now.
See, and it's not that I did the same thing, but I ended up in Christian church for a bit when I lived in LA, and it was fun. Like, it was fun to do. I liked the Bible study. I liked talking with
Mhm.
people.
So
I
did I.
liked learning, and I liked the community aspect of it.
Mhm.
But then something switched when they handed me a pen and a piece of paper and told me write down every nefarious thing that you've ever done. I'm like, define nefarious. Oh, gazing at a woman, looking at a woman. Like, really?
Oh.
Like, what? Uh, like, this was fun up until now you're making it serious, and that unless I do this, I'm never going to be inducted into the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, no. I unfortunately had a big falling out, and it started with the kids. So the director, she pulled me aside and she said, "So I found out you're not doing Bible study with the kids." And I said, "No, not anymore." I was like, the kids really needed to talk about their life and what was going on, and I'm talking to them about it. And she was like, "We're not asking you to talk to these kids. We're asking you to teach these kids about the Bible."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you sit in that room with their parents, and you hear the stories their parents tell you, right? And she said, "Yes." And I said, "So imagine being a 10-year-old kid and watching the stories that you've heard
Right.
from an adult perspective." I said, "I am talking to these kids about what's actually going on in a healthy way that they have not been talked to about before. The word of God is the least of our worries right now, because I am trying to tell these kids that they're going to make it out, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be okay." These kids have watched their parents destroy themselves, and I was told that is not my role, that is not my position, and that if I want to continue to watch these kids, I would stop trying to talk to them about their life and start talking to them about Jesus. And I said, "Well, I can tell you right now, this will be my last night, because that's not going to happen." And apparently, the parents walked the next week when they found out I wasn't there. Um, and they said, "Wait, whoa, 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 wait a minute, wait a minute. Where's Lizzie?"
Mm-hmm.
And the lady was like, "Oh no, she had to leave because I didn't like what she was doing with the kids." And a few of the parents were like, "Are you aware that she's actually fucking helping our kids? Are you aware of what we put our kids through?" And she was like, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. So yeah, yeah. So, you know, that's when it started. That's when the falling out started. So, because I was like, no, no, no. These kids don't need Jesus. They need to
Right.
hear that it's going to be okay, and that yes, Jesus is there. Yes, Jesus is there.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? You're going to be okay. Sure, you watched your mom and your dad beat each other up. You're going to be okay. Let's talk
God,
about
that's gonna be
Jesus.
tough. Right.
Yeah, like let's talk about Jesus. Like I was like,
Talk about Jesus for 2 hours a week, and that'll negate any bad thing that you've seen
right, while
for
your
600
parents
days.
are in there getting there, they're able to unburden themselves and talk to an adult about the shit that they did. But you as a child, you have no burden. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes I wonder about some of those kids, and I
Hmm.
hope that they're okay, because there's quite a few now that are in their 20s, and I wonder, and I hope,
Wow.
and I pray that they are okay, because there were a few of them I really worried about, and
Man.
still do. So if for some reason you're out there and you remember this face, please just let me know
Interrupt.
you're okay. Please
Right.
I just want to know you're okay. Like that's all. I want to know that you made it out. You're breaking cycles. You're on the way to breaking cycles. That's all. That's
Wow. And it's amazing. Like, it's amazing how people get so not even offended, just weirded out at like when you're trying to like be good to kids or trying to like make sure they're okay. And then parents like, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be talking about Jesus in the Bible. Brainwash them. Like, don't worry about my child. I'll beat him when I
No.
get home. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
no.
man.
No, 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 no. Some of the conversations I had with those kids, it was very much apparent this was the first time that they were ever able to share with somebody else the things that had gone on in their house with someone else that understood what they were talking about,
Right.
you know? And God, and that was back in my like super Princess of Darkness days where like I was still painting on my eyebrows and like looked like really, really oh youth.
Can't we go back and get it? Somebody actually thought I was hanging out with a I was hiking earlier today, and somebody actually thought I was like 32. Like the person I was hiking with, she's like, "You're 32, right?" I'm like, "Oh, God bless your heart for thinking I'm young. Thank you. Add 10 more years."
Right. Thank you, but no. What, baby? What? What? Come here. Come up here.
Aw.
Come on. Come up here. Come say hi. Come on. Come on. Come and say hi. No, you come here. You come and say hi. Okay, fine. She did her whole I'm gonna do my claws.
Right.
Come here. No.
Hi, Salem.
She's somewhere. Come here. Yeah. Come and say hi. Come on. Come here. Oh, she's being antisocial.
Sounds like me. Nice. All right.
Right.
Well,
Yep.
I say we call it an evening.
Yep. Yeah.
This is nice. This is a
Well,
nice, like, little
this
test
was.
of
It was.
StreamYard and the Sunday, and it felt
It was
really good. So,
calm.
yeah,
It was nice. It was calm. It was good. Saw some new folks, which is always
yeah.
good. So, um,
It's also the perfect end to the crazy week because I my week has been balls to the wall. So this was just like nice reading, listening, talking. I liked it.
yes. Yes. I agree.
Mhm.
I agree. I'm gonna wind down and, do a cleanse and wind down and go on to bed and start my
Same.
Monday. Oh,
Um, Aurora, we don't necessarily hang out for hours. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's
yep.
two. Like if there's a lot of stuff to do or we just want to talk, then yeah, we'll be on for like hours. But like usually Friday nights, it depends on how tired I am.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, but we can go for like 2.5 hours if like people really want readings and we have a lot to talk about. So
If we get busy, I think the longest we've been on for one time was like 4.5 hours, but that's because we were like getting
oh, yeah,
readings. We were getting
that
readings.
was one of the first weeks we did it, and we're just reading after reading after reading.
Mhm.
Nice to meet you as
Well, it's nice
well.
to meet you too. It was very nice to meet you too. And you can find me on
Oh
Strega
yeah,
Lizzie's Broom Closet. Again, I'm not posting much on there. Facebook reminds me to post on there, and I'm like, man, I'm just
I don't want to.
I'm not, and I'm not. I think I'm just having a moment of imposter syndrome about it because, I'm like, it's performative, and it's like, no, it's not. So I'm kind of working through that right now, and
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay. Been thinking about
Fine.
making a post to address that and say, "Hey, I'm okay, but this is what the fuck is going on." Is I'm pretty sure I'm an imposter, even though I don't think I am, and um, but no,
Imposter syndrome never goes away. It just gets
it doesn't.
it gets you start looking at it like, should I be doing this? What am I doing? Oh my god! What like even before like my one-on-one session, I was like, oh shit, she's got real issues. I can't deal with this. I don't know what I'm doing. And I got online like, it's good. We're both good, right? You're okay. Like, and I kept checking in with her like after. I'm like, are you sure you're okay? Because oh, this is kind of weird. Like you're trusting me with your emotions. Oh God.
Oh,
So
but yeah. So I'm thinking that I'll probably start again around Beltona which is at the end of April. Give
Mhm.
myself that time. Really let spring come back, but we'll see. So, but you can find me on these places, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be posting. But you'll find me hanging out with this guy pretty
You'll
much.
be either on a Friday or Sunday or whenever. And
I'm here.
you do Over the Hedge as well, which is what
I
on
do. I
Fridays.
do.
Friday?
Which
Yeah.
we're Shannon's been really swamped. And we're thinking of about what to do for the next one and about how we want to do it because it's kind of an interesting topic. So we got to figure out how we want to come at that angle. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's about it. I am open for readings. If anybody would like a reading, let me know. But yeah, other than that, I'm here, and
Cool.
Matt, where else
I'm
can they find you?
uh you can find me here on TikTok every once in a while, YouTube, Instagram, Ascend with Matt. I've been doing a lot more one-on-one sessions. So I do one-on-one meditations, one-on-one Reiki, one-on-one readings, sound bath, sound healings, full moon events, breathwork events. So if you're ever in Sedona or the surrounding area, look me up. I lead meditations on Saturdays, and I'm going to start leading a meditation on Tuesday in Cottonwood. So I have my hands in a lot of different cookie jars. So
Yeah.
just come find me if you need a session, if you want Reiki, if you want to learn the wild world of breathwork. Hit me up. That's I'm here. So, but yeah, till next time, we'll talk later. I love you.
Love
I
you, my
love all
friend,
of
and I'll
you.
see you later.
See you
Bye,
later.
everybody.
Bye.